Hi y'all, welcome back. We are making some fudge. We're making easy fudge. So what we're taking is a container of chocolate fudge frosting. We're doing 3 different kinds, which is why you see the 3 different bowls. So all we need is 16 ounces of this with the same, or you can do, if you want to do a smaller batch, that's fine as well. Just your fudge or your frosting and your peanut butter is going to be the same amount. So I'm going to go ahead and empty the chocolate fudge into this first bowl. And hubby is opening the frostings, and I don't think you can see him on camera, but he is licking the frosting off of the
I have not.
off of that before he puts it in the trash. Oh, it smells so good. I've not had store-bought frosting in I don't even know how long it's been. It's been a long time, and this smells delicious. We've got that in there, and then I need 16 ounces of peanut butter, and because I did not buy the 16-ounce containers, because buying bigger comes out more cost effective. So the peanut butter container that we have is 40 ounces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to zero that out, and then I'm going to put peanut butter in there till it gets to 16 ounces. And then I'm going to pour it into the fudge. Or not the fudge, the frosting. And you can melt these individually. So that big spoonful was 9. That might be too much. But I'm just going to put them both in there and melt in the microwave and melt them at the same time. If you're not a microwave user, you can definitely put them on the stove on a double boiler and do it that way. We use the microwave, so I'm not worried about it. I'm going to put them in there, get them to melt. Probably only take, all right, so we have a pound. So this one will go in here. And then we're going to be left with approximately 8 ounces of peanut butter. And we're going to do just 8 ounces of the frosting, or I may get another 8 ounces of regular peanut butter. This is the chunky peanut butter. And do the whole thing. So this is really easy. So I mean, you know, the measuring out, and you wouldn't even have to measure it out if you just got the peanut butter in the 16-ounce containers, then they'd be measured out for you. You just have to scoop it out of there. All right, so we got a pound of that. And I don't want to confuse them. And we just wanted to try different flavors to see which is better. And this is one way of doing. We also have, if you see back here, that's another way of doing the fudge. So I know it's going to take it probably a minute or a minute and a half to melt the chocolate and soften the peanut butter up, but I did 30 seconds because I don't want to overdo it. Alright, well that was 30 seconds and it didn't do absolutely anything, so I went ahead and set it for a minute. And then he's going to put that frosting in there, and then I'm going to measure the peanut butter in. And we're almost there. That's 13. And you heard the microwave. Actually, I'm going to take this so I can go ahead and stir it in there. See if it needs any stirring. See what it needs. Oh yeah, that melted nicely. So that was a minute and a half. The peanut butter is still not melted, but the chocolate is melted. So I think with the chocolate, it will go ahead and get it there. I'm going to pause you real quick while I go get pans to put this in. But see, this is what we want. We want to get it nice and melted where we can stir everything in real good, which it's already there. And you can make this with creamy peanut butter or chunky peanut butter. We went with chunky just because it's like we added peanuts. Alright, so I'm going to pause you real quick and go get pans. Alright guys, so we went ahead and put the next one in the microwave. I got an 8x8 casserole dish here, and I am just going to pour this in here. This is still mixed, it's still nice and warm. And I'm just going to pour it in there. And I didn't have parchment paper, so I just lined it with wax paper just for easy removing. You don't have to line it at all, but it's probably going to get stuck and it's not going to be as easy to remove. You can also just grease the bottom of the pan to try to make it easier, but I figured this would be the easiest way, so that's what I'm doing. I'm not trying to complicate anything here. I'm trying to make it as easy and as quick as possible. So here you have it. This is basically 2 pounds of fudge. This. So yeah, so basically right here you have 2 pounds of fudge, that quick. Now this will have to sit in the refrigerator so it can set up some. Alright, so I'm going to put that there, and then I'm just going to, I wasn't pretty about the paper, I just put it on there. Just going to kind of shake it back and forth. Try to get it even and get it in the little grooves.
How long does it sit in the refrigerator?
For several hours.
Okay. Just until it's hard.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in there and it should be good in about 3 to 4 hours. But I mean, obviously if you go in there and it's not set for whatever reason, you just leave it a little bit longer. So this is going in the fridge. Chocolate is melted, and then we just have to worry about getting the peanut butter nice and hot in there with the chocolate and mixing it all up nicely, and it will be good. Oh, I didn't realize that was the third one. I thought we were still working on the second one, like this. So you see that? So I hope this helps you guys. If you're trying to come up with something quick to do, you know, you got to go to a party and you got to bring a dessert, or, you know, you're having a potluck or anything like that. You're like, oh, I can whip up fudge.
And the cost.
Put it in the fridge, and we're going tomorrow, so it'll be done. Or we're going later tonight. We'll go ahead and do it this morning. And it's cost effective because, you know, if you're only making one, you get 1 container of frosting, and all you got to do is get one 16-ounce container of the peanut butter. And so that's pretty cost effective, right? Now to do the other fudge, the way I make my other fudge, I have to buy, you know, you can buy other chocolate chips or whatever. You're going to need chocolate. I like using that block chocolate. So you're going to need that. You're going to need your condensed milk, and then you're going to need your peanut butter. So that's, you know, it's not hard, it's not, but it's more ingredients. It's going to be a little bit more time. It's not this easy. But, you know, you may want to do that as well. But this is just a quick option. But I don't remember how much the frosting is. Of course, with the cost of everything going up, it was a little bit higher. I think before I used to pay like $1 and still, I don't know, just a little over $1 for the frosting. But I mean, it's been a long time since I bought frosting. And then this frosting was, how much was it? Almost $2? I think it was pretty close to $2. So, but of course it depends in your area as well. We're in the South, so we pay a little bit less for things. But yeah, that was $2, and then the peanut butter, depends what peanut butter you go with, but if you're buying a small 16 ounce. You know, it's not going to be that much. It's definitely cheaper to buy the frosting and the peanut butter than buying, I think the condensed milk is $2 or $2 and some change. Then you're looking at the chocolate, that's several dollars right there. And so I'm just doing the same thing with this one. And you see, I'm not worried about getting it perfect. I'm just worried about getting it in there, getting it done, and moving on to the next one. It just doesn't have to be hard. Things don't have to be hard to be good. And then this one's going in the fridge. And so I didn't have another 8x8 available. So I'm using a 9x13. So this fudge is going to be thinner. And he's already mixed this up for me. That was awfully nice. And so all I'm going to do is pour it in here and then spread it out. And this is not something that we make all the time. This is, you know, for the holidays, or if we're going, you know, just for like special occasions. It's not something that we just make to just keep in the house. Not at all. This is this flavor?
Yep.
So you saw I showed you the first frosting, which was chocolate fudge. The second one was salted caramel, and the third, this one right here that I'm working on, is cream cheese. I could spread it out with that too. I'm just going to try to get it into, I think I'm going to leave it. That way it doesn't get even thinner. You know what I'm saying? Because that's still just a little bit bigger than an 8x8, so that should still be good. So I don't know if you can see that, guys, but I'm just not going to spread it all out. I'm going to leave it. And it doesn't matter because I'm going to cut it and put it in different containers anyway. So it's going to look good. And then I'm going to keep these out so I can write what I have, so I know which flavor is which, because I want to come back later and I want to test out the different flavors and see which flavor we like the best. But it's good to have a variety. I think I really like salted caramel, so I think that's going to be my favorite. But I don't know 100%. Of course, cream cheese. Cream cheese is just good on everything. And you saw me wipe all that, and I'm going to actually eat that. And then wash my hands. So guys, you see that. I'm going to go ahead and leave it for 3 or 4 hours, and then I'll see if it's set, which it should be. And then we'll go ahead and cut into it and do a taste test with you of the 3 different flavors. And I've got all those, so you figure we have 2, 4, 6 pounds of fudge going in the refrigerator. And then I've got this set here, because I'm going to make different kind of fudge. But that's for later.
So you know what it's time
I know
for?
that we're waiting till they're done, but I came back in. Will you put that, hubby, will you put that down? See, he's cleaning it out. He's got that in his hand. Show us what else you have in your hand. The spoon. He is just spooning all of that, just cleaning that clean before he puts it in the trash. Just wanted to share that with you. He did it with the chocolate fudge. He's working on the salted caramel now, and next he's going to go to the cream cheese.
You have to make a confession, though, too.
All right, y'all. So it has been 5 hours. Yeah, they're solid. And see why it's so easy? This is why I use the wax paper, because I don't have to fight with it. I can just lift it right off, put it on the cutting board, and cut it. And so we are going to taste. This little piece right here came off. And let me, I don't know, see if I can.
Come down a little bit. Yeah.
And so it's not completely hard. You can see, you can squeeze it. Mmm. That's good. What do you think?
Yeah, that's good.
That is good. And so this is the, what was this? Chocolate fudge.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go ahead and cut it up. But you don't need to watch me cut it up. And we are gonna go ahead and taste them. All right, this is the salted caramel. Oh, this smells so good. Mmm. Oh wow. That smells so good. All right, so I'm gonna take this little piece right here, cut it in half. Hubby wants me to make a confession that after he went ahead and licked all those frosting containers, I went ahead and spooned out the rest of the peanut butter and got into, well, one of the containers. He got into the other. He wanted to make sure I confessed. Mmm.
That's good.
Oh my goodness.
And it was so simple.
Mmm. Oh guys. Mmm. Alright. I like the chocolate, but you know, you can get chocolate fudge just about anywhere. Salted caramel fudge, not so much. And oh my goodness, is that delicious. Alright, now let's see what the cream cheese. See what this one tastes like. I think hubby's wanting a nice, good bite-sized piece instead of the little morsels I'm giving him to taste test. But all we're doing is taste testing. That's a pretty big piece, though. I don't know. Can they see that? Am I still in camera?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. That is that's good. And this is the cream cheese one.
It's more mild.
It's good. It's mild. It's, well, you can tell. I didn't go like I did with the other two. So it's good. But if I only had one to pick, if I could only make one, and it was for me, obviously some people would prefer chocolate or cream cheese. If it was for me, I would pick the salted caramel. Out of these three, that is my favorite. Which is your favorite? You know what he's thinking, guys. He's thinking, I need another piece.
I think I'd go with the cream cheese.
The cream cheese?
Yeah.
So there you have it. Different taste buds like different things. So he likes the cream cheese. I like the salted caramel. Don't get me wrong. The chocolate one is delicious. And the cream cheese one is pretty good.
They're all very soft, though.
They're not, yeah, they didn't harden up. But let me cut into this one. And then you can see. So I think I'm going to make these about an inch. So that looks about, but you can see me cutting into it. I mean, I'm having to press down so it's not like falling apart. So it's not extremely hard. I mean, I'll go ahead and sacrifice this piece. So I'm not applying any pressure.
Okay.
I'm not applying any pressure, but I'm going to go ahead and start applying a little bit of pressure. Pressure, 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 pressure. And so it's coming apart, but you see it's not, I mean, it didn't fall apart or anything like that. I think I don't know why I stuck that piece in my mouth. That is pretty good. That piece was better than the piece I tasted a minute ago. Yeah. I still picked the salted caramel, but yeah. So guys, there you have it. You saw how easy it was. We made 6 pounds of fudge, of peanut butter fudge. So good. So easy. Inexpensive too. You know, you go to buy fudge, you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay quite a bit. And this was, we just went to the store too. I should have looked at the prices and I could have given you the prices. I may go ahead and look them up online and put them on here just for you, so just for a reference point, which means nothing because I'm in the South. You may be in California or New York and the prices won't be even comparable. But here you have it. Yummy, quick, delicious. Quick as in it just takes you a couple of minutes to put together. Obviously you'll have to wait 4 to 6 hours before you can actually cut into it, but other than that. So guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this, and I want to wish, or we want to wish you, a wonderful and blessed day. Till next time.